Omo, NEPA don carry light too.
Just what's it?
Have you ever been stuck in traffic or in class and you tell yourself, oh, I'll just hold it in till I get home, or I'll hold it in till I'm done finishing this project because you have a deadline to meet? Most of us have done it, including me. Yes, me too. I've also done it. Me that is making this video, I've also done it. But what if I tell you that constantly holding your pee for a very long time can actually do you more harm than good? Once in a while, that's fine, maybe due to circumstances. But when it keeps happening like repeatedly, that's dangerous. Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. I'm Dr. Asia, and as usual, I'll be breaking down common health issues. Today, I'm going to explain why holding your pee for a very long time continuously can actually be dangerous. Wait till the end of this video because I'm also going to be telling you 6 ways to protect your bladder. So, how do you hold your pee? Let's be honest here. A lot of people do hold their pee to avoid using dirty bathrooms. Or they just feel like, I'm always going to be home. Let me just hold it till I get home. Or you have a deadline to meet and you're working on a certain project and you're like, by the time I walk to the restroom and come back, the minutes I would have spent going to the restroom, I would have used it to add like 1 or 2 pages to the project. It's not needed though. And before you know it, it becomes a habit. The bladder itself is meant to fill, send signal, empty, and repeat. But when you continuously hold your pee, you're already altering the normal routine that the bladder is supposed to follow. And that can actually cause more harm than good. Number one thing that can result from this is known as urinary tract infection. I'm sure you've heard that before. Urinary tract infection means infection affecting the urinary system, be it the kidneys, the bladder, the ureters, or the urethra. Normally, urine contains small amounts of bacteria, and when you urinate, it helps flushes these germs out. Bacteria can also enter the urinary tract from outside. But now you're holding your urine for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Remember, I said the urine contains small amounts of bacteria. Now, as you are holding the urine, you're allowing the bacteria to sit in that space and be comfortable, and then it begins to multiply. And before you know, they form a troop or an army, and there are plenty and dancing inside it. And before you know it, from storing in the bladder, it can end up causing infection in the bladder or even spread to the urethra. My gender would not like to hear this, but women are more at risk of actually developing urinary tract infection. This is because women have smaller urethra compared to men. Omo, NEPA don't carry light too. But yeah, it's what it is. The video continues, so apologies for the quality of the video. So that's how a urinary tract infection happens. Symptoms of urinary tract infection: a burning sensation when you pee, or when your bladder is full, you feel pain around your lower abdomen. Another one could be frequent urination, like you have to urinate more often than you usually do, or you're unable to hold the urine anytime the urges come. Those are all signs of urinary tract infection. Do not allow your bladder to be an Airbnb for bacteria. Another thing that holding your urine can cause is a bladder dysfunction. The bladder can hold up to 500 mils of urine for women and 700 mils of urine for a man. The bladder is like an elastic organ, right? When it fills up, it stretches to be able to hold that urine, and when you empty it, it relaxes back. But when you hold your pee for too long, the bladder overstretches for a long period of time. There are some nerve signals that send signal back to the brain when the bladder is full and when it empties. So when you constantly hold your urine for a very long time, these nerve signals can also be affected. And with time, you start experiencing things like, you just use the restroom now. Why do you still feel like you need to go back to the restroom, like your bladder is not completely emptied? Or in some cases, some people might even experience what we call urine leakage, meaning before you even get to the toilet, you already peed. Imagine a rubber band, right? You have it maybe on your hands and you keep stretching it, playing with it. When it becomes overstretched, it slacks, isn't it? And it doesn't become as firm as it was. That's how it's going to be if you actually keep holding your urine for too long because you are constantly overstretching the bladder. And it's not able to hold as it usually could. Another one is kidney stone. Stone does not necessarily mean it is stone. It's just that it's minerals that build up and hardens and then form the shape of stone in the urine. So the urine has some of these minerals. When the urine stays stagnant and builds up, right? These mineral deposits are more likely to build up, especially when the urine is being concentrated with poor hydration. And this increases your chances of kidney stones. Some symptoms of kidney stones are blood in urine, lower back pain, or severe side pain. And let me tell you, the pain of kidney stones is not a pain to joke with. Oh. If you have experienced kidney stone, you will remember that pain forever. You can't forget it. You may also begin to experience pelvic problems. The pelvic floor muscles is designed to actually help to hold the bladder, the bowel, and your reproductive organs, right? But when you constantly hold your urine and it ends up leading to problem with voiding, overactive bladder, all this would weaken the pelvic floor muscles and it won't be able to hold these organs as it should, and you start having pelvic floor problems. So when should you pee? Ideally, in human being, you should actually pee every 3 to 5 hours in a day. So let's say every 5 hours in a day. That's how many times? There are 24 hours in a day. So give or take 4 to 5 times in a day. Except in certain conditions that maybe you're pregnant or you're in a cold environment, because cold weather actually makes you to frequent the restroom. Well, based on your hydration, if you drink about 2.5 to 3 liters of water a day, you definitely frequent the restroom more than someone that drinks about 1 liter to 1.5 liters a day. Yeah. So I know this is the part you're waiting for, the 6 ways to protect your bladder, isn't it? Let's get into it. Don't wait until your stomach starts to pain you before you go to use the restroom. When you feel the urge to actually use the restroom, except maybe you're in the middle of a crisis, like maybe in traffic or something, that's understandable. But when you feel like the urge actually comes, go and use the restroom. I beg. If you are going on a long trip by road or something, you can decide to actually use the bathroom before you step out because you're unaware of the traffic situation. You can decide to use the bathroom before stepping out. Now, one important thing I would say is don't just say, I want to go and use the restroom just in case because the way I'm going to, I don't want to go and end up being pressed there. Let me just go and use it. If you develop this habit that every time you're just going to use the restroom just in case, okay, you want to step out now, you don't want to be pressed on your way back from work or something, let me just go and use it just in case. You are training your bladder not to be able to actually do its job by holding urine until it's full and then it gives you the urge to urinate. Remember, the bladder holds about 500 mils in women and 700 mils in men. So sometimes until the bladder is like halfway full before you get signal that okay, you need to pee. So when you are doing this just in case, just in case, just in case, the bladder will not be like, okay, maybe that just in case the bladder is just like 15 minutes full. Every time the bladder is now 15 minutes full, you'll now be having to use the restroom to get it. Try to avoid constipation. I know you are wondering how constipation take enter this matter. Yes, funny enough, Constipation can actually worsen bladder symptoms. So try to avoid constipation by staying hydrated, including vegetables in your diet, all those things. Last but not the least, if you start experiencing any of the symptoms I've mentioned, either for the UTI or for the kidney stone, anyone, please see a doctor. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos to your loved ones. Remember, you can reach out to us for questions via our email and on our Instagram. The WhatsApp number is in the bio. You can also reach out to us there. Bye. See you in the next one.